Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today to support the balanced budget, no tax budget put forth by our wonderful Appropriations Committee Chairman Bill Adolph and his excellent staff with the help of our colleagues across the aisle and on the other end of the Capitol. During this budget, we overcame a $1.25 billion structural deficit, and we're able to spend $1 billion more, or 3.6%, to increase revenue and spending on education. Our primary concern here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, a $370 million increase in education spending, a $25 million increase in pre-K counts, which is a 25.7% increase. $5 million increase in a program that's very important to rural Pennsylvania, mobile science and math, 13% increase. And at the same time, fully fulfilling our Act 120 obligations to pay down our pension deficit by increasing our pension payments for our school districts by $573 million, a 49.5% increase, increasing our total payments this year against our pension deficit of $1.7 billion, which I will add decreases property taxes in every school district in Pennsylvania. We were able to restore spending in agriculture and increase spending in agriculture $23 million, an 18.2% increase. In the most important and largest industry in Pennsylvania that feeds families across our Commonwealth. We were able to restore funding cuts to agriculture research, Hardwoods Council, and many other agricultural research programs that benefit our industries and benefit Pennsylvania State University. We increased spending in DCED by $11 million, 5.6% increase. DCNR, $20.7 million. Corrections, $116 million. Probation and parole, $12 million. Drug and alcohol, $2.7 million. Health and Human Services, more than $15 million. My point in all this, Madam Speaker and my colleagues, is that this is a budget that serves the needs of Pennsylvania without increasing taxes on the backs of our working families. 5 years ago, when we regained the majority, we inherited a $4 billion deficit, which through prudent spending and cuts in unnecessary government services, we have erased. I encourage everybody to take a close look at this budget on both sides of the aisle and see what it does for Pennsylvania without increasing taxes. This is a real budget that works for Pennsylvania without increasing taxes, without placing burdens on our working families, and without increasing spending by the proposed 16%, increasing sales taxes by 40%, increasing personal income taxes by 21%, and increasing spending by an unsustainable $4.7 billion. Now, it would be wonderful to spend that much money if we were willing to pay the price. As my colleague pointed out earlier, and I'll repeat it, you can't spend what you don't have, and you can't spend what you're not willing to put a vote up for. I'm not willing to put a vote up for those kind of tax increases, and not one other member of this House was. So I would ask you to support this budget on both sides of the aisle, put it on the governor's desk, and ask him to sign it so we can keep Pennsylvania open for business and moving forward. If there's other issues we need to deal with, we can do that later in the session. I thank you for your time, Madam Speaker, and encourage a yes vote. Thank you.